Hey, what's up? What's up? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the channel. Okay, so today I want to talk real brief about DEF fluid. Whew, I know, right? Not everyone's favorite topic. DEF stands for diesel fluid. It's a fluid that's mixed with the exhaust, diesel exhaust fluid. It mixed with the exhaust coming from the engine to make the air better for the environment. That's all it does. DEF, they call it DEF for short. Okay. It can be a nightmare to deal with. I'm sure everybody who has ever dealt with DEF or know about it will agree with that statement right there. It's not easy. For example, I went to work on a motorhome. The gentleman told me his DEF light was on. First question I asked him was, well, did you lost power? No, he did not. I'm like, okay, good. A lot of times when your DEF system is backed up, the vehicle will go into limp mode. So you can't drive fast. It's just going slow. And then it can get to a point, depends on the vehicle, get to where the check engine light come on. And it can get to a point where there's a red check engine light. You don't want to see that one. Red check engine light come on, now you start doing like 10 miles per hour. So it derates when the DEF system is clogged up. Sometimes you even got to get a force regen done. I'll get back to that in a second. So you know, it's a very sensitive system. Now the DEF itself, the fluid. The thing with this fluid is weird. Okay, so it becomes like crystallized real easy. So it becomes like kind of like flour, right? And it becomes tougher than flour. So what it does, the injector that injects it into your exhaust system, right? It's a lot to cover, but I won't try to cover everything in this video to drive everybody nuts. That injector that injects it into your exhaust system to mix with the with the exhaust gas coming from the engine, right? Sometimes it gets clogged up real easy. And also sometimes there's a filter. Well, all the time there's a filter in the muffler where that DEF fluid can clog that pretty easy. So what happens is sometimes your vehicle will naturally do a force regen. Well, the force regen is the vehicle goes up to a high RPM and it builds up a lot of heat in the engine, in the exhaust system and the engine. And what that does internally, it burns out the DEF from clogging your muffler. Okay, because in the muffler there's a mesh in there, and when that DEF fluid gets in there and it's not burned out, then you know you got to do a force regen. Sometimes you get lucky by driving the vehicle on the highway and catch a nice break where it eventually just burn itself out. Or sometimes you're able to, depends on if it's an RV or a truck, depends if you have the option of doing a force regen on your particular vehicle, you can stop and do that. You can't do a force regen while you're running, you gotta be stopped. So yeah, you can do a force. So like I said, a force regen is rev up the RPM and make the engine super hot, the exhaust system super hot, so it eventually just burns it out. But DEF is not a joke. It's not something easy to deal with. So this in a nutshell, this particular customer went to he had a Class A motorhome with a Cummins engine, and his DEF light was on. Fortunately for him, he was just low on fluid. So what I did, I fill him up, fill the tank up with DEF fluid, and his gauge was like at 1. He had 1 dot on it. If you have a Class A motorhome, you'll know what I'm talking about. And he was supposed to have 4 dots on there. So he was super low on fluid. So I fill up the system. I had him run it for about say 45 minutes just to clear the system up. just to clear the system up, because I didn't want the system to go crazy, get clogged up. And so I say, run it for about a good 45 minutes, let the computer read that the DEF fluid is, the DEF system is now full, and so we could get rid of that code on the dash. Okay. The DEF symbol, it looked like a smoke on your dash. You'll see it. That's what the DEF symbol looked like. So yeah, fortunately for him, it worked out. I filled it up, and I plugged up, clear his code also, but eventually it would go away because that was the only problem with his system. So he got really lucky. But anyway, I'll be doing a few more videos on DEF. There's a lot to cover on it, but I kind of just want to touch base and let you know that sometimes your DEF light is on, sometimes it just means your fluid is low. It doesn't mean you need to do a force regen. So I would say check your fuel level right away. If your DEF fluid is low, fill it up and drive it, and hopefully that takes care of it. You don't want to leave that thing sitting where it becomes clogged, and you got to call a tech out to do a force regen. Or if you're able to do a force regen on your equipment, you can do so, but it can get crazy. But like I said, I'll be covering quite a bit on DEF. It's kind of hard to say everything about it in one video. Alright, thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Let's take care of these cars, RV, truck troubles together out here, man. We got to do it together. Alright, thanks for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one.